All right. So can we go back to virtual network just to confirm everything is there?
The one that we did yesterday?
Yeah, virtual network.
Okay. Then we did 3 of them, yeah.
Yes. So we created 3 virtual network. Just go back to TPCS Germany.
Hmm?
Go back to subnet. All right, correct. So yesterday we created the Bastion subnet, the
Yep.
private one and a private 2, right? Can you open a diagram now?
Is that paint?
No, it is.
Oh, diagram here. 1 minute.
Yes, right. So it is
Hmm.
going to show you everything that you have a TPCS Germany VNet on the top, and
Hmm.
then you have a 3 subnet, and then your private subnet has 1 virtual machine.
Yep.
Correct. So you can
Yeah.
download this topology. You have a download topology button on the top. Yes. All right, right. So this topology you have to present to the customer that, hey customer, this is what I have implemented. Okay.
Okay,
If you can open that one, it will show you the diagram. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your customer will feel that yes, it is really looks whatever they are thinking of, right? Now go back to your draw.io again. Draw.io. Yeah, I think it is open in a browser. Yes, the first one I believe. So we have implemented the virtual network. We have implemented the Bastion network. We have also implemented the VPN, VNet peering, right? Correct?
Yep.
Right? But to configure VPN, what we have to create? We have to create something called gateway subnet. You look there.
Yep.
A gateway subnet, which should have an IP of 10.1.4.0, right? Once we create a gateway subnet, then we can create the VPN. So go back to your portal and let's create a gateway subnet first.
That's hard to see because, yeah, because of the, like, you know.
I think this is the first one, okay? So here, if you come to a Germany VNet, if you come to a subnet, you have an option to add a gateway subnet. Correct? Right?
Yeah.
So let's create a gateway subnet. So what is the IP address? 10.1.4.
Yeah.
Why so? Because if you see here, I have given 10.1.1 to private 1, 10.1.2 to private 2, and 10.1.3 to Azure Bastion, right?
Yeah.
So what you should give here? You should give here 1.4 or 5 or 6, whatever you want. So just give 4.
So 10.1.4.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and click save. All right. So we are editing a gateway subnet. All good. Can you refresh that screen now? Here you have a refresh button. All right. So now you have a 4 subnet in a Germany. One private subnet 1, and what is the IP address? 10.1.1. Okay. Private subnet 2, what is the IP address? 10.1.2. Right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then you have a Bastion subnet which is 10.1.3, and then you have a gateway subnet which is 10.1.4. So it means we have implemented all what is required in whatever we designed in the document, right? Now we have to configure the VPN because our gateway subnet is created, right? So VPN will go and connect with my gateway subnet. So just go ahead and create a VPN now. Just in a search box type VPN. Good. You get virtual network gateway. The last one. All right. So this is a, what is this one? This is a VPN, Azure VPN gateway.
Yeah.
Correct? Right.
Yeah.
So go ahead and create virtual network gateway now. Now it is going to take some time. Just wait. All right. So give it a name, Germany VPN. East US. East US, it is saying Central US to me. All right. So the name of the VPN is a VPN gateway. Scroll down. Then it's a generation 1. Go ahead and next. Just click review and create. So you should ask for an IP. Yes. Here you just type VPN IP.
So is that a name or just writing
Yeah,
the
just
VPN?
type a name, VPN IP. Type here. And then you have to select your virtual network. Which virtual network we are going to connect? It's a Germany VNet, right?
Yeah.
Because Germany is the only place where we have a virtual network. So now you see that it automatically take the gateway subnet. You look here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct? Right?
Yeah.
All right. Everything is done now. Just go ahead and say review and create. Say create. Now open a notepad because it is going to take a time now. Okay. In the meantime, let me or better we can use MS Word. how many project experience you have? Right. What was the last project? How many team member you have? What was your role? What was the major hurdle while doing the project? How it has been solved? What is the lesson learned from that project? Communication flow for your project. Can you tell me the project management flow, your company? How you share the status report? So it is a 4, 5, 7, 8. Got the question now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how they are going to test your knowledge about the project. What I want,
Yeah.
you solve this question by yourself first. Okay.
Okay.
Then maybe next time we will meet and we try to solve this question. So just save this question.
Then we'll save it as in a desktop probably.
Yeah, save it on the desktop. Then you can click browse. Have a browse button.
Yeah, browser.
Save wherever you want. Give it a name, project question. Yeah, click save. All right. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you have to solve it and then you have to send it to me. Still the deployment is in progress. It takes some time, around 10 more minutes, because it is going to create a VPN for you. Okay. In the meantime, what we are going to do, I'm going to Google.
So then the project that we're doing is the implementing. Is that what we're doing right now?
Yes, yes. Azure VPN client certificate. So we are generating a certificate. Okay. This is a tool. This is the command which you have to run to generate a certificate in your PC. Okay. I'm going to give you a certificate. Now, this is the command which you have to run. Okay. So what it does, it create a certificate in your local laptop. To check how many certificate you have, then you just go to MMC. Yeah. Click MMC. Say yes. This is called Microsoft Management Console. Okay. So just go to a file menu. Click add remove a snapping. Click certificate. Click add. Click finish. Click OK. Now just expand that certificate. Double click to expand. Right. Go to personal. Click. Click certificate. So as of now, you do not have any certificate, okay, except the default one.
Yeah.
Correct, right? You do not have any certificate. Now, either you have to go and purchase the certificate from the certification authority. So there are many there are many vendor which give you a certificate. For example, most popular name is DigiCert. Just type DIGICERT. So DigiCert is a company which provide you the SSL certificate.
Okay.
Okay. So, but this certificate is having a good cost. So like that, we have so many company which provide you a certificate. What we are trying to do here now, we are trying to create our own certificate. This certificate is not valid out of your laptop, but this is enough to do a testing. But in a real company, you have to purchase the certificate from the certification authority.
Okay.
Okay. And then once you purchase, then only you can get the certificate. And that certificate is used. But just for our testing purpose, we are generating the certificate in our laptop using a command prompt. Okay. So just copy this command. Go to a start search button and type PowerShell. Right click say run as administrator. You have a Windows PowerShell. Right click and say run as administrator. Right click. Yeah. Right click the
PowerPoint.
PowerShell. Right click the PowerShell. It's written.
Yeah, this one.
Right click. Yeah. Oh, it's open actually. One second. So we have to open up PowerShell. I have to right click. When you right click, it will give you run as an administrator.
Yeah.
I'm running this PowerShell with an administrator. I say yes. See, it open a PowerShell window in a background. Okay. Now in this PowerShell, first we are going to run a command because by default PowerShell stopped any kind of an script to run. Policy. I'm giving this command, which is called set execution policy unrestricted. This is a PowerShell command. Okay. Just type A and press enter. Okay. Now paste the command which you have copied. Enter. Now who do this task? Because you are a Azure administrator, right? Who will generate the certificate? It's a system administrator. Okay, it is not your task.
Okay.
Okay. This is a task of system administrator. You have to just give him the requirement that dear system administrator, I need a certificate. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How they do that? This is their headache. Right? Just hit enter. All right. Go back to your Microsoft one. So we generated what? The server certificate. We call it as a root certificate. Okay. Now we have to also generate the client certificate. So root certificate I will upload on Azure and client certificate should be in my laptop. Okay. So just copy this command. Go ahead and run in a PowerShell. Just right click. Yeah. Hit enter. So you say that yes, your certificate has been created. Just to verify, I will come to this console and I will say refresh. Are you able to see now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have got my root certificate and child certificate. Now this root certificate I have to export to Azure cloud.
Okay.
Okay. So just right click this root certificate, right click, say all task, export, the last option. Next. Next, select the second one. Next, on desktop, just type root CA. Click browse. Click browse. You have to browse. Go to your desktop and type here root CA.
What C as in cat?
CA. CA means Certification Authority.
Or CA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just click save. Say next. Finish. Done. Your export was successful. So this task is an optional task. If you have a certificate purchase, then you do not have to do this task. Okay. Right. But since my certificate is not purchased one, it is still going on. So we have to wait. Now you can go to your desktop and check. You must have your certificate. You can click from here also. One second. Huh? One second. So I will come here. I will come to desktop. Yes, the root certificate now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can right click and I can say that please open with. And I'll say going to be a notepad. So it is opening a certificate. This is a certificate we have. So this is basically a key. You have only one line of message, but it was giving you a garbage because you should not find out the message very clearly. Okay. So for an example, yeah, it's done now. Can you go to resource now? Good. Now you see that there is something called connection. On the left hand side, there is something called connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit that one. Click add. Now you should give him the name and IP address of your local gateway. But anyhow, we do not have to just type here local office.
Local office?
Yeah. Just type local
Sir,
office. In a connection type, select drop down and select site to site. All right. So your VPN will be VPN. Now click local network gateway. Click create new. Give it a name office firewall. Give it a name office firewall. Firewall. Yeah. Since we do not have any office firewall, so we are actually just try giving some IP to him. So I am going to type what is my IP. So it will give you your broadband IP. Oh, anywhere public IP. You have actually IP version 6 enabled. This is your IP, okay? So I just copy this IP and put it into the local gateway.
Put it where?
Right click.
Hello?
Yeah,
Put it where?
right click, copy. Not able to copy.
I copied, but it's not like.
Hold on.
Hello?
Yeah, just let me have this IP copy. Your browser was actually freezing, right? Yeah, just try paste here. Yes, click OK. All right. In a shared key, just type thank you. Just type any word like thank you. So on, so on, so on. Yeah. Yeah, just click OK. So what exactly we did here? If you go to the diagram, we have a two-way connecting the VPN. One, using a VPN, we are going to connect the local gateway. You see the local gateway?
Mm-hmm.
And the local gateway is connecting to your office firewall.
Mm-hmm.
So this is exactly what we try to do, but it will not work because we do not have a firewall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we are going to do this one, which is saying that your laptop to your VPN, right?
VPN. Yeah.
And yeah. So it is point to site, while from VPN to your office is called site to site.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we are going to configure point to site. So go back to your Azure.
No.
This was the backup. So we are closing this one. Coming here. Now you see that we have a something. Second one is called
Point-to-point configuration.
point to site. First
Yeah.
one is we have configured
Connections.
site to site.
Yeah.
Right? This is a site to site.
Yeah.
Yeah. But actually we will work for point to site. So just click point to site. Click configure now. Type address pool. This is for computer. So type here 172 168 0.0/24. Now in a tunnel type drop down, in a tunnel type drop down, select OpenVPN, SHTP. Select the last one. In a Azure certificate, in a root certificate name, type root CA. Below is a name, just type root CA. CA. Now, this is my certificate. So I'm going to copy this certificate here. And I'm going to paste this certificate in this box. Okay. So now your Azure know which certificate I have to check before allowing a computer to connect to my server. Just go ahead and save now. Just wait, it will save. Is it done? Just let me check. Yes, it is done, right? Now,
Yeah.
can you download this certificate? This is the client.
Okay.
Just click the download VPN. Yes. Go inside the VPN client. So you have a VPN client downloaded.
Okay. Go back into it.
Yeah, you just get 64-bit.
Yeah.
You have to first extract it. Okay. Hold on. So
Oh yeah, go back. I'm sorry.
You have to actually extract it because it's a zip folder.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you have to right click and say extract. Extract option. Oh, do not have a zip. Extract all. Extract. All right. Now click 64-bit version and click this client to install in your laptop. So anyone, Preeti, who has this certificate and the VPN client,
Mhm.
they will connect to your Azure and they can access your resource using the private IP.
Oh,
Okay.
so is there a way to like protect it? Because I don't know
Yes.
who's going to go into mine, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So now we can go ahead and oh, so still have this one. Let me to go to portal.azure.com again. And then go to virtual machine. So we have to start our virtual machine. It was shut down, right?
Yeah.
So let me click that one. And we have to say start. So yes. While it is starting, just type your VPN in a search box in your laptop.
Here or in the
Just click
Azure?
VPN setting. Click VPN setting. You see now TPCS Germany VNet VPN is there.
Yeah.
Yes, click that one. Say connect. Click connect again. Continue. Say yes. Yes, you are connected now.
Yep.
How will you verify that you are connected? You can come to a command prompt and type an IP config /r. Okay, so this will give you an IP address which we have given on a portal 172.168.0.0. Yes.
Yep.
And this is
Yep.
connected using TPCS VPN.
German.
So you get an IP also, and you are
Yep.
connected now. You are now in a VPN. Okay.
Yep.
So when you try to access this server, so let's say now I'm trying to access this server. This server does not have a public IP. Correct?
Yep.
But
Yep.
this server has a private IP. Look that. Good.
Yep.
This is a private IP. So I can still connect with my server because I am connected using a VPN. So I can go to my remote desktop. I can click this remote desktop and I can type the IP and I can hit connect. Yes, right? So it is asking
Yep.
username password. It means that it is connected now. Type username vmadmin, password @123.
Should I put password at one?
You have given the password, no? Last yesterday.
Yeah.
User is VM admin, and I believe the password is password@123.
So should I have to write that down? Write it?
No, I think that your VPN is disconnected. No, disconnected. So now hit connect. Type a username VM admin, password@123. Yes. You logged in using private IP address.
Yep.
Yeah, correct. Why you are
Yep.
able to connect to your Azure using private IP address? Because you are connected using a virtual private network, a VPN, right? So
Yeah.
now if I go back to my original diagram, so when I come back here and I am going to see here that how the whole flow works. So first we create a 3 virtual network. In each virtual network, I have created a subnet. It can be 2 subnet, it can be 4 subnet. For example, in India, we have a 3 subnet, right?
Mhm.
Correct. None of the subnet have any private public IP address. So no one in the globe can enter into my virtual network at any point of time because there is no public address.
Mhm.
Correct.
Yep.
Now to manage my server using a private IP, I have implemented number 1 the Bastion subnet, number 2 the VPN subnet.
Yep.
Correct. Using a VPN, I can connect to my Germany network, and from Germany network I can take a control of any of the server. But I have to first connect to Germany at all,
Yep.
right? And for my client, I need a certificate. So certificate either I can purchase, or maybe for a testing purpose I can generate a certificate which is only internal to me. And using this certificate, I authenticate using to my VPN, and then I can go enter into my Azure network. Got that? The whole
Yep.
flow now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So when you come back to your Azure portal, come back to your VPN. You have to now virtual network. This is virtual. Come to now Germany VNet. Scroll down, click diagram. Now you have a full flash diagram, right?
Mm.
Correct? So you have
Yep.
a 3 network plus a VPN gateway, all are part of Germany now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it will go and connect your local office, plus it is also going and connect your gateway subnet. So this is a topology diagram. You have to present to the customer, select all the VPN one by one, and you get a diagram accordingly. So this is how you are going to say, dear Mr. Customer, rest India or USA, we do not have any connectivity from outside. So no one can enter into my network at any cost, even if they are an administrator, because it does not have any connectivity from outside. We have only connectivity outside in Germany. So we have a
Mhm.
2 way to connect. One is a Bastion, one is a VPN.
Mhm.
But this is only configured in Germany. So if anyone wants to come to India, they have to first come to a Germany using a VPN, and from there it can enter into the India. Anyhow, at Germany level, we have filtered all the traffic. Correct?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So you have all the 3 diagram now. So let's click the first one. Say we can do one thing. So in the folder, right click, open with, and I'm going to open with inspect. Oh, so open with, choose a tab, open with, erase open with, so we will go. Okay, so we have to use the snipping tool. All right, so we can go back to our document and here you have to type Germany net design, right? So here you are pasting how the Germany VNet will look like. Same way, copy and paste, put it here, say that USA VNet design. This is India. So now your document is full ready with the whole architecture. This is India. And now then we have a last one, which is a US one. USA. Correct? So you have updated the document with your own how it will
Yeah.
look like. You have also now update this one with your own architecture. So we have already downloaded this architecture. If not, then we can go here. We can come here. We can close, 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 close. And now this is my, oh, shit. I think you downloaded already, Preeti, no?
Uh,
Yeah, this one.
GPS network. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So let me open this one. All right. So I'm going to update this with your one. Correct?
Yeah.
Everything is now approached now. So you can save this document. And now you have to save this and share this document with me. So I'm not sure where you have saved this one. So let's save as a copy and save it on desktop. Architecture, I say updated one. Yes. Can you share this document with me now in a chat? So go to your, I'm just saying hi to your chat.
Yeah.
There's a file you will see. Just click the file button. In a chat box, there is a file button. Just click, go to your desktop and select the updated one.
Go to my computer.
Yeah, you in a chat box, you see there is
Yeah,
a
I
file
know. I
button.
got. Yeah, I went to file button.
Yeah, just click that one. Go to your desktop.
It says your computer. Should I go into your computer and?
Yeah, just say file. Click that one in a chat box. Yes, go to
Which
desktop.
one is the
Desktop,
TPC
desktop.
network?
Go to this
Okay.
PC. Yes, and now you will see. Scroll down. You will see your file. Yes, yes. This one, updated one.
Yeah.
Okay, just click open. All right. So it said, hold on. It said that file is in use. So I'm just saying okay. Then I'm going to close this one. Yeah, it should come to me. Yes, it come to me. I'm going to click to download. I'm going to say this PC, C drive, the pin, and then I'm going to say university. Yeah, this downloaded. Right. So all this is now what we did in a project. So lesson number 1, project means you are actually implementing the real case scenario with a team, not as a single person.
Can I write it down?
Yeah, exactly. So this is what the question I have given you. No?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that questions, you have to figure it out. So first of all, how many project experience you have in a cloud? So let's say, for example, you say my answer is, for an example, it can be 4 to 5.
What if I say 1? Is that okay or no?
Yeah, just okay now. You say that
Yeah.
I have, let's say, 2 project experience. Okay.
Okay. And the last part, the one that we are doing is the implementing.
Yeah. Okay. Then what was your last project you did? You maybe say that I have done a secure Azure network implementation for a client. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it might ask you that how many team member you have. You can say I have a total 6 team member. 6 team member. So what is your role in the team member? I am the implementation. I am doing the implementation on Azure. Means I create a VNet, I create a subnet, I create a bastion network, I configure the VPN. This is my role. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is my role. It means that designing is not your role, right? Creating certificate is not your role.
So what people actually do the implementation? Is that the admins that do it?
Yeah. So whatever you configure right now in a portal, you
Yeah.
create virtual network. This is called implementation.
Okay. Yeah. That my question was what person does the implementation? Is that the admins that do it?
No, admin role come once the implementation is complete.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so admin will now it is admin responsibility that they will maintain this setup. They will ensure the setup should always run.
So is there anybody that does the implementation before the admin
Yes,
gets it, or
exactly. Yes. So let's say you
who does
implement
that?
and you gone. Okay.
Yeah, I know who does that in a company.
Yeah. Let's say someone delete the certificate in the client side. So what will happen?
Okay.
They will not able to connect, right?
Yeah.
Or someone, let's say laptop is formatted. So
Mhm.
certificate is also gone.
Yeah.
So as a admin, it is your responsibility that every laptop must have a client certificate until and otherwise you cannot connect to the VPN.
Oh, okay.
Understood, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So maybe someone changed the IP address in the virtual network. Again, you will not able to connect.
Yeah.
Correct. So this all setup need to run by the admin continuously.
Yeah, because my question was, okay, in a company, who does the implementation? I know you said the
You
admin
don't
don't
do.
do it.
You don't do. So
Admin,
generally, yeah,
okay.
generally it's a partner who does that.
Which partner? Like,
Any partner. So for example, if you engage me, I am your partner.
yeah,
I am
okay.
going to charge you because our team is experience of doing the thing. Our team is not experience of maintaining the thing. So for example, if someone create the flyover, that
Yeah.
is totally different team. You know, na?
No.
Yeah, there is a contractor. They engage the labor and they create the flyover. So
Yeah.
after once the flyover is created, it is handed over to the local authority.
Yeah.
Correct? It is just like
Yeah.
that. So implementation team 99.9% time it's outside team, outside of your company.
Oh, okay. So then we don't do that in the company. It's
Yes,
an
exactly.
outside party.
It's
All right.
outside.
Okay. That's what my question was. Okay.
Yes, exactly. So for whom you are doing that, you are doing for your customer. You are a part of
Okay.
project team. So your company is taking a project for some other
Yeah.
customer, XYZ customer, and this is the project which you are doing.
Yeah.
Right? And then
Yeah.
you can maybe all this you have to now go and put as per your own language. Try put something like that. For example,
Okay.
how
I'll
you
try
share the
to.
status report to your project manager.
Yeah, I'll try to explain
Yeah,
somehow
exactly. For
what we are
example,
doing it.
maybe you can say that I will send an email. Right? So I send an
Yeah.
email that this task is performed.
Yeah.
Correct? Or can you tell me your project management flow? So you have to tell that my project management flow that my project manager will assign the task, right? And then the
Assign the
task will
task to the admin.
engineer, right? And
Yeah.
then a task
Execute.
has been
Yeah.
executed. Then once the task executed, a status report sent.
Yeah.
Correct. Now that my PM will update the status in project plan, and then project plan shared with customer every week.
Yeah.
Understood, no? Right? So this is how you
Yeah.
have to make your flow. That is this is how you are doing that, right? So maybe there are
Yeah.
everyone has a different task to assign, and according to the when the task is
Yeah.
completed, the task needs to be updated to the project manager. Now project manager is
Yeah.
generally a non-technical guy. Whatever the task you are going to send to him, that task they are going to update in a
Yeah.
correct now.
Yeah.
So this is how you can go and do there. What is your reporting structure? Maybe you can tell that I report to I report to senior, maybe technical lead. My technical lead report to project manager. My project manager report to a project board. Correct, no?
Yeah.
Right. So this is how you have to explain. Good.
Yeah.
Yes. Chalo, see you. Just
Okay.
just ensure you delete all the resources in cloud. Okay. In Todo.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Hmm?